新时代已来临，在3000年的奴役之后，这世界的合法统治者很快就会归来。我很荣幸成为他卑微的男仆。这些今天死在这里的人，都是幸运儿。你们那些听我讲话的人，是必将遭受晚节不复的惩罚。我是为了光明天使而做了这个事，他就是让众神颤抖的人，是万王之王。
next segment, we explore a new and terrifying development in the dark world of the supernatural. One with the potential to reach into the workplace, home, and family of each and every one of you. No aspect of the occult strikes terror in the human heart greater than the phenomenon of demonic possession. From the days of the Bible on through to the 21st century, tales of malevolent spirits rising up from the depths of hell to inhabit the bodies of innocent victims have been the stuff of our worst nightmares. The classic scenario is this: one of Satan's minions, or sometimes the great deceiver himself, finds a way to infiltrate the soul of a human target, obliterating the victim's identity. Sometimes they suffer convulsions, fits, and fainting. They may gain inexplicable knowledge of foreign languages, bear scratches, bite marks, or lesions, and wield superhuman strength. Or sometimes their personalities simply transform into someone unrecognizable. Of course, these stories are very rare, but we may soon see a frightening increase in their occurrence, thanks to a phenomenon that millions have embraced as one of the greatest developments in human history. The Internet, computer technology. Billions of people in every corner of the globe are plugged into this ever-sprawling web of interconnectivity. Every government, business, school, and home. PCs, laptops, smartphones, and tablets are bridging the space between every human on the planet. But is this information superhighway also creating a useful pathway for supernatural forces to infiltrate our world and ourselves?
We know from the Bible that demons can and do possess people, but anything with a brain can also become the target of demonic possession. A person, an animal, and yes, a computer.
It's theorized that spirits gain access into their victims through what is known as a passageway, a vulnerable area in the life of a person that becomes open either through voluntary or involuntary means. These passageways can be opened through involvement in the occult, traumatic occurrences, drug use, or contagion-like contact with other victims.
The Internet provides a perfect passageway for demons to gain access to new victims. They are a captive audience, gazing intently at a screen for hours on end, and accessible from the farthest reaches of the planet in the blink of an eye.
Not all experts agree.
There are plenty of scary things out there on the internet. I just don't think demons are one of them, you know? I mean, people have plenty to be scared about without us having to invent new things.
And what is a demon? D-A-E-M-O-N?
A daemon, some people say demon, we say daemon. A daemon is a small program that runs on a server in the background.
Under its own power, its own control.
Yes.
Quite a coincidence, eh? The name? Demon?
It's just a coincidence.
Do you consider the internet a useful tool?
That is the understatement of the century, yeah.
For communication?
Communication, education, entertainment, you name it.
Do you believe in demons? The old-fashioned kind?
No.
God? Satan?
No.
But you acknowledge that millions of people around the globe do.
Sure.
So let's say, hypothetically, that you're wrong, and those other millions of people around the globe are right. Then wouldn't you have to agree that an interconnected worldwide network with the capability of transmitting terabytes of information around the globe in mere seconds could be a conduit of travel for supernatural forces?
By that logic, why wouldn't we say the same about the telephone network or cable TV?
Computers are the first technology to truly have brains, which, we theorize, allows a demon to occupy it. The real danger lies in the connections between computers, provided by the Internet. Once a demon gains a foothold in any one computer, residing within its firmware, its CPU, then it could make a leap, given enough bandwidth to any other computer. If a demon were to infiltrate the servers of a major ISP, then any of its users would be vulnerable to an invasion of their own systems.
Hypothetically, yes. If there were such thing as demons, the internet could be a perfectly useful...
passageway.
Yes.
One such target of a demon's assault using that very pathway was Olivia Johnston. Olivia is one of the fortunate few because she lived to tell us of her high-tech brush with the forces of evil.
I can't say for sure when it started, and I don't remember much of it.
It was as if something had gotten hold of her from inside.
From inside her computer?
Yes.
It's like it had a personality. It spoke to me, knew my secrets, what I was thinking and feeling. It just sort of took hold of me.
Everything about her changed. It was almost as if I had lost her. She would scream out in this horrible voice. She would try to hurt herself, throw herself about in horrible fits of hysteria.
Many cases of demonic possession are dismissed as mental illness or some other explainable phenomenon. But this one had independent corroboration. Simon Coughlin is a computer technician at Lightspeed Networks, the internet service provider through which Olivia's computer connected to the internet.
Our traffic patterns were going really crazy, and all of a sudden, our bandwidth would log jam. Our boards would fry up. This happened once, twice every couple years. 10 times in a week. We thought maybe it was a virus, but we couldn't find anything.
Security cameras captured some of the unusual activity at Lightspeed Networks. Can you explain what's happening in this video?
There is no explanation. No technological one, anyway.
Then Simon traced the problem to its source.
Everything kept pointing to one IP address.
The Johnston house.
The Johnston house.
And on July 7th last, did anything unusual happen on that day?
That was the day all hell broke loose.
On July 7th, the very day when Lightspeed experienced the strangest and most destructive disturbance in its systems, something even more horrific was happening inside Olivia and James Johnston's home.
I came home one day and found her in a pool of blood. She had taken a kitchen knife, cut herself in 23 places. Thank God we were able to get help.
Olivia's case was beyond any I had ever encountered.
But you were able to exorcise her demons.
Not me.
Known only by the singular name Milos, this mysterious individual is the only man alive known to have the ability to exorcise a demon from a computer system.
They call him the Exorcist. He's a world-class hacker, one of the originals. I had only heard of him because he's also a lapsed Jesuit priest. I had some trouble tracking him down.
Milos declined to be interviewed for this program, but this clip provides some insight into his bizarre philosophy.
Supernatural forces do exist in this universe. And what's more, the binary code that is the foundation of our digital communications shares a fundamental architecture with these paranormal entities. I know this because I have discovered it myself.
Fortunately for Olivia, Milos agreed to help.
Milos saved my life.
And do you still use a computer, Olivia?
James threw the bloody thing in the bin.
There will never be another computer in this house.
But I bet there's one in yours.
What are you doing? Are you out of your fucking mind? Your system becomes more vulnerable every minute you are on that site. So can you, get off it, right now? Shit!
This woman child was to be my queen, but now the hope that you stirred in her soul has kept her from submitting to my will. But if I cannot have her, I will gladly destroy her. Eviscerate you.
Hey, I'm sorry, you don't know me, but a guy from my old school, Adam, gave me your IP address and told me to send you that file. And I'm sorry for not giving you a heads up. He said it was pretty urgent. Look, okay, if this has anything to do with the whole Morgan Anna thing, then watch your back. There's a lot of weird stuff that happened since that night, and our whole school is gone. Look it up. I gotta go, but I hope everything worked out for you, whatever it was.
Hey, alright, we don't have much time. Who the fuck are you? How did you connect with me? Where did you get, cause no one can find me online, no one.
The tech world was rocked this week as Chinese chip giant GUI suffered a massive system failure at its chief manufacturing plant in the Guangdong province. The origin of the failure is unknown, but sources have confirmed that the crash corrupted systems throughout the GUI network and compromised the stability of its entire production line. In response, the United States government has cancelled a $3 billion contract with GUI, sending its shares on the Shanghai exchange plummeting to an all-time low. Beijing immediately promised a full investigation, prompting GUI's founder and CEO Tai Qiang to resign in disgrace. Bankruptcy proceedings are anticipated.
In Prague, Interpol has apprehended the infamous computer hacker known only as Milos. In addition to his alleged cybercrimes, Milos is also accused of using his vast network to facilitate illegal arms trading, money laundering, and human trafficking. In the hacker underworld, Milos was both reviled and revered as a visionary guru and a scourge of the free world. He was especially venerated by a growing cult within the tech universe that purports a link between the global internet and the paranormal. If convicted, Milos faces several life sentences in prison.
This is Special Agent David McIntyre of the FBI. This is highly unorthodox, but a young woman who we've taken into protective custody has asked to send a message to you. So here, keep it short.
Thank you. Look, I know that we don't know each other, but I know that I owe you my life. God, I'm so sorry I got you mixed up in all of this. But I'm really kind of glad I did, if you know what I mean. So just an update. The FBI is putting me and Mom into witness protection. I guess they want this Milos guy more than they want me. So I guess this means that any chance I ever had of meeting you face to face is not going to happen. So I just want to say thank you. Look, I can never repay you. And I may never know who you are, but I want you to know that you and I will always be connected. No matter what. Thank you.
All right, that's enough.